Toyota's CEO has recently launched something that has shaken up the entire global market. And in an era when the whole world's eyes were fixed on electric vehicles as the ultimate future of mobility, Toyota engineers, in their trademark quiet and calculated manner, were working behind the scenes on a completely different technology, an idea so unconventional that no one had even imagined it. And now, with its official unveiling, the result of that idea has become a new age ride that has upended all previous calculations and assumptions in the EV market. Yes, you heard that right. It's an auto rickshaw, but not just any ordinary auto rickshaw. This is something you have never seen before. And as soon as the very first glimpse of this groundbreaking model hit the public eye, the automotive world was stirred to its core, with industry experts and ordinary citizens alike taken aback by the boldness of the move and the innovation it represents. People were astonished at how a global automotive giant like Toyota managed to take hybrid technology, something usually associated with cars, SUVs, or premium vehicles, and bring it into such a common and humble ride. But hey, it was a fully realized 9-seater auto rickshaw, not only hybrid in nature but also loaded with an array of extremely advanced features that are rarely, if ever, found in vehicles of this category. Now, naturally, there's only one question on everyone's lips. What kind of cutting-edge technology has been installed in this Toyota rickshaw that makes experts say it will completely shake up the EV market? Before diving deep into the technical details, the creators themselves urge viewers to subscribe to the channel so they could get the fastest, most accurate, and most exciting updates about technology. They called this move Toyota's big bet, a daring gamble that has taken everyone by surprise. After all, why would Toyota choose to make a hybrid rickshaw when the entire automotive world is in a frenzied race toward fully electric vehicles? This is a perfectly reasonable question, because almost every automotive company, from startups to century-old brands, has been focused on launching EVs, with little to no attention given to alternative solutions. But Toyota has always been a company that refuses to simply follow the herd. Instead, it prides itself on thinking differently, anticipating market needs, and creating products that answer real-world problems rather than just industry trends. And through this 9-seater hybrid auto rickshaw, Toyota has sent a powerful message about what the market truly needs right now. The truth is, the company understood that for many countries, especially developing ones, it is not realistic to rely completely on electric vehicles at this stage, largely because the charging infrastructure, especially for public transport in smaller cities and towns, is still far from ready. The biggest current problems with EVs are not just about the vehicles themselves, but about the ecosystem around them, the scarcity of charging points, the high cost of batteries, and the practical difficulties of covering long distances without recharging. People are eager to move away from petrol and diesel for environmental and cost reasons, but they cannot simply shift to EVs overnight without a viable transition solution. That's where Toyota saw the gap and decided to fill it. Toyota's engineers concluded that the market urgently needed an option that was neither entirely dependent on petrol nor fully reliant on battery power. The genius of hybrid technology lies in this balance. It combines the strengths of both petrol and electric systems, providing a safety net for drivers and a seamless experience for passengers. When the battery is fully charged, the petrol engine can rest, reducing fuel consumption. But when the battery runs low, the petrol engine steps in to keep the journey going without interruption. This means drivers never have to face the nightmare scenario of being stranded mid-route because of an empty battery. It's an assurance of reliability, a promise that daily work will not be disrupted, and that drivers won't waste hours standing in line at charging stations. Another massive advantage is cost. Hybrids are generally less expensive than fully electric vehicles. Fully electric rickshaws are still relatively costly, and their battery replacements can be brutally expensive. But in a hybrid, the petrol engine shares the load, reducing the strain on the battery and extending its life. For auto drivers, who already spend a significant chunk of their income on fuel and maintenance, this represents not just convenience, but a major financial win. Toyota knows the EV era will come, perhaps in the next 5 to 10 years. But until then, hybrids like this will serve as the true workhorses of the market. This decision is far-sighted, a calculated balance of petrol and battery that addresses the needs of the present without ignoring the demands of the future. When the rest of the world was blindly chasing EV glory, Toyota deliberately chose hybrid, proving that real innovation is measured not by how futuristic it looks, but by how effectively it solves problems on the ground. And the technology here is no gimmick. It's Toyota's own world-famous hybrid system, refined and tested over years in cars, now applied to a 9-seater rickshaw. Inside it sits a powerful petrol engine paired with an electric motor and a battery pack, working together in a beautifully orchestrated dance. At low speeds or in stop-and-go traffic, it runs purely on battery power, saving fuel, and when extra power is needed, whether for speed, hills, or heavy loads, the petrol engine automatically kicks in, joining forces with the battery to deliver strong, smooth acceleration. The driver doesn't have to think about any of this. The system decides on its own, even using regenerative braking to charge the battery every time the brakes are applied. The result is astonishingly high mileage compared to a standard petrol rickshaw, direct fuel savings for the driver, and smoother, quieter performance for passengers. And this isn't just about the engine. Toyota has reimagined the entire concept of a rickshaw from the ground up. The design is strikingly modern and aerodynamic, with a front shape that reduces air pressure, side and roof structures optimized for balance and capacity, and an overall length and width that allow it to navigate crowded streets while still offering unprecedented space inside. Passengers enjoy separate, cushioned seats with ample legroom, while the driver benefits from a wide, supportive seat with backrest, a thoughtfully designed steering and dashboard layout, and even high-tech touches like digital displays, USB charging ports, and power mode controls. The comfort factor is so high that people are calling it a luxury minivan experience for small towns. But perhaps the most disruptive aspect is its impact on the EV market. At a time when Tesla and BYD dominate headlines with expensive electric offerings, Toyota has stepped in with a more affordable, more practical, and equally future-ready alternative. EVs may offer zero tailpipe emissions, but hybrids offer freedom from charging anxieties, longer range, and much lower ownership costs. This rickshaw comes with seat belts for all, an anti-skid braking system, premium LED interior lighting, excellent ventilation, and even USB ports for passengers, features unheard of in traditional rickshaws. And while its price tag of 3.54 lakh is slightly higher than a basic petrol rickshaw, the daily fuel savings mean drivers can recover the difference in as little as 1 to 2 years, after which it's pure profit. Maintenance costs are low, financing options are widely available, and Toyota's reputation for durability ensures long-term reliability. Early reactions have been overwhelmingly positive. Drivers praise the fuel savings, comfort, and earning potential, while passengers appreciate the quiet, smooth ride and extra space. Some even compare it to riding in a luxury car. Yes, a few were hesitant about the price at first, but most changed their minds after understanding the lifetime value and cost recovery. In the grand debate of EV versus hybrid, Toyota's move is a strategic masterstroke, addressing infrastructure realities, consumer psychology, and environmental concerns all at once. This 9-seater hybrid rickshaw isn't just a new product. It's a statement, a challenge to the global automotive industry, and perhaps, as more people are beginning to say, a true game changer that might redefine the future of public transport.